Good afternoon, everyone. Today's Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble livestream is brought to you by Nox App Player. A lot of you ask how I play Wibble Wobble on a computer, and this is it. Click the link in the description below to download a fully featured Android app player to play Wibwob, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, and all of your other favorite Android games and apps on your computer. Now, without further ado, let's get started, because we have a lot to get started on today. NHN has followed through with their promise and released another monthly Scramble battle, and today we have the Yo Egg Scramble battle. It's not exactly anything entirely new stage-wise. I mean, it's just reskinned, a reskinned version of the Yo Cake Scramble battle, but what's really exciting is the yokai available in it. So as you can see here, it's Yo Eggs instead of Yo Cakes because it's Easter time, and they did an Easter event last year, so definitely not surprised that they're doing another Easter-themed event this year. They've got these little whisper eggs, and they're kind of horrifying. And the teams that you can choose from are Venoct Awoken, Yubi Awoken, and Blizzario Awoken. So if you guys want to join the team that I'm joining, I will be joining Venoct Awoken's team. Venoct is my favorite out of these three, and I didn't really choose the red team last time at all, so I figured, hey, why not mix it up, go with red color, go with my favorite out of these three, choose Venoct Awoken. You know, he's the best Awoken yokai out of these three. He's got that powerful single attack, the powerful stun. You guys might know it from our previous streams. Yubi Awoken is just a popper, as is Blizzario Awoken, so, you know. Yes, guys, we do have a new layout. Thanks for noticing, Sponsor Wander. And if you guys want to play Wibwob on your computer like I am, then click the link in the description below. Here you can see the schedule for the rounds. They're just 3 days each again. Not exactly substantial. In Puni Puni, they get 4 days per round, and I think they get 5 rounds. I could be wrong, but they get more than us, that's for sure. Here, it's just the normal team ranking rewards. You get 5,000 if your team is in first place, 2,500 if your team is in second place, and just 1,000 as a consolation prize if your team is in third place. Says, contribute to your team's victory. Well, why not take a look at the rank rewards? Man, I really hope that they have something exciting and new for us to get from the rank rewards. Oh, it's Uber Geeko, the guy that was in the crank last time. Wow, how incredible. Well, I guess it's not too bad, because Uber Geeko isn't in the crank again this month. So if you didn't get him from the crank last month, then you can't try and crank him this month. So ranking high individually is your only bet to get Uber Geeko. And you might be wondering, what is the SB coin, the Scramble Battle coin? Well, we'll come back to that in a bit. You can see the banner in the sidebar also mentions it. It's interesting, so we'll definitely cover it in a few minutes. Here, let's take a look at the rest of the rewards. We've got Jibanyane as the lower ranking rewards, and then everything else is the same. You can scroll down. I think that 2 is Uber Geeko as well, and then they mix it up with 3 and 4. Oh no, they alternate. So this is Uber Geeko, and then round 2 here. I hate how they make you scroll all the way back down. Rounds 2 and 4 give you Arachnia, I think. So we've got Arachnia and Komadrio A in round 2 this time, mixing things up. What does round 3 give for the A rank mascot? Round 3 gives Komasan A. So don't miss it, guys. We've got Komadrio A in the second period this time, not the third one. Now, what does the fourth period hold for us? I hope it's Komadrio A. That would be really nice. But maybe it's not. I have Komadrio A, nice. So, still one chance to get Jibanyan A from the rank rewards, still one chance to get Komasan A from the rank rewards, and still 2 chances to get Komadrio A from the rank rewards. Now, speaking of rewards, you might be wondering, what is this Scramble Battle coin business? That's kind of cool. I like that they're giving us special coins that have Unikiran's face on it. That's pretty crazy. Well, it's interesting, for sure. The coin does contain Unikiran, so the top 50 do have, or top 50 players do, have a chance at earning Unikiran. But here's the thing. Unikiran is grouped in with Kyubi Awoken, Blizzario Awoken, Uber Geeko, what I assume is a typo and meant to be Arachnia, except Arachnia is also down here, so maybe there's a mystery yokai. There's Unikiran, but there's also Beelzebub, Mermother, and all of the Kayama executives, or not all of them, Might be all of them, but I feel like we're missing one. Yeah, we're missing Unkeen, who's currently in the Crankakai for 3,000 Y money. So we have the 4 that you can recruit on stages, and the single crankable one, currently available, is not in this coin, which is a little odd considering that the rest of the Scramble Battle crankables are in the coin. Meanwhile, on rank A, we have Robonyan F, Apak, Supyo, pretty nice since he's exclusive to a mission, Bokappa, and Eyesore. I don't really understand these choices except for the mission exclusive, which is nice. Robonyan F is always welcome, except Sailor Nyan should be in here as well. Unpleasant is nice since he's like a Free Soul Secrets. These guys, not really worth getting excited over since none of them are good. This is a stunner, healer, and defense upper, so nothing too thrilling, especially since you can recruit them on stages. Mermother, or Izanami, is exclusive to the Crankakai in Scramble battles, or at least she should be. She was unfortunately constrained to being only available to the top 50 players, though rather top 50 but not top 5. Only 45 players got her in the last 2 periods for the event, so it was actually 90 players that got Mermother, maximum. There was probably some overlap. P-Gray says, bring back Robocoppa and Sailor Nyan, please NHN. Yes, Robocoppa and Sailor Nyan should absolutely be in these coins. Arachnia, in case you missed Arachnia from the Y Money Crankakai last month. Fusible, a Free Soul Secret's always welcome. And of course the coveted Unikirin, used to unseal Slurpent. So yeah, that's what you want to pull. You don't really want to pull any of these other guys, but the issue is, you can't max any of these out. Eyesore is a total pain to recruit, as is Fokappa and Apak, though I think Apak is the mission one, right? And Supyo is the one that you can recruit. Robonyan F is event coin only, as are a bunch of these other guys. So your chances of getting Unikirin are super slim, and I would be willing to bet, I would bet so much on this, that Unikirin is rarer than the Awoken Yokai. Hands down, Unikirin is absolutely more difficult to get than the Awoken Yokai. But I gotta wonder, what did they mean by this? Why are there 2 Ubrigiko? Did they mean to put in a second tough yokai? Maybe Orkanos is in these coins? Who knows? I would hope that NHN fixes this very soon because I want to know exactly what's in these coins. But anyway, any of you guys who want Unikirin, don't want to grind all the way to top 5, as long as you place in the top 50, you have a slight chance of pulling him. And don't forget, I managed to pull Wismellow Man out of the single Halloween coin they gave you for Christmas. So, you can do anything in this game if you hope hard enough. Hope that Enma gives you some luck. Hopefully you will get Unikirin from the Scramble Battle coins, is what they call them. Got these, get Yo Eggs, and you might be like, whoa, Yo Eggs, these are special. They aren't. Egg Box. Egg Box, because that's a thing. Not Egg Carton. They could not have made an egg carton. Absolutely not. It's an egg box, which just so happens to look exactly like the Yo Cake box. And this terrifying image that happens when you pop the boxes is the Yo Egg with Whisper's face on it. Really kind of creepy. And we've got the capture stages and all of that stuff. So that's just a reskin version of the original announcement for those of you who are curious. And to wrap things up, we have 3 new S-rank yokai in the Crankakai for 3,000 Y money. We have Unkeen, Uncle Infinite, and Devourer in the Crankakai, which is awesome. But here's the thing, don't be deceived. You might think, oh, I have all of the Scramble Battle period to crank them. Well, you actually don't. You only have until next Monday to crank these guys. So we'll be playing through all the stages this week, and then we'll be doing a huge Crankakai party next Monday. Final day, super intense, trying to crank all of these guys, because this guy, Hakai, is my favorite Paima executive in the game, or Unkeen, the Wicked Boss, I think they call them. I think executive sounds cooler though, right? Executive totally sounds cooler. Let me know, guys. Like, give me a thumbs up if you agree. Executive absolutely sounds cooler. Hello, sponsor Oliver. Thank you for coming. We have Unkeen. You might be like, whoa, his attack stat is so high, he must be good. Well, he's actually just a center popper. Now, I say just because a lot of people aren't huge fans of center poppers. But if you know me, you know that I actually really like center poppers. You can control what they pop a lot, I just feel like they tend to deal a lot of damage. I don't mind Unkeen, really. His attack stat is 610, which is pretty standard for an S rank, but it's also going to do really, really well in the Scramble battle, because Wicked doesn't have tribe affinity or compatibility, they call it. So when you're trying to decide who to place in these stages, and you don't have anybody that has good compatibility, go with a Wicked. They're wild cards. They won't exceed anywhere, but they also won't fail. They'll do well, and with Unkeen's 610 attack, he's a pretty solid bet. We've got Uncle Infinite, awful stats, and he's a center popper, but with such low attack, it's like, oh, jeez. Why would you trade around 30 health for around 30 attack? Or rather 30 attack for 30 health. It's just not worth it. You obviously want some health in this game, but not on your attackers. Better Heartful attackers are Happier Awoken if we get him, Kieran, Liberty Neon. Not Uncle Infinite though, that's for sure. And finally, we have Devourer. Devourer, 635 attack, awesome. Brave, awesome. Center Popper, awesome. So, yeah, you pair Devourer with Demuncher and Illuminoct and all those guys, and you've got a very solid, brave team. Now, I know you might be thinking, wow, what a surprise, a solid brave team, but this guy is really good. If you like Devourer, don't be upset, be excited. Devourer is certainly worth using, and of course, these guys do get bonuses during the Scramble battle. I could be incorrect about them all being center poppers, but I think they are, right? Uncle Infinite might be a range popper, now that I think about it, like King Mara is. But Unkeen gets a contribution bonus, which you need. It effectively gets you more time, makes your time more valuable. Unkeen is an absolute must. Uncle Infinite gets HP up bonus during the capture stages, so pretty good. But his HP isn't very good at all, so it's not going to have that much effect, since that's just going to double his, or not double, but increase his health by 250%, but you don't have much base health to build off of. Don't use Uncle Infinite, he's not very good. Devourer, though, gets that huge attack up from that huge attack. Absolutely use him. Absolutely just level him up to level 50 as soon as you get him, slap him in a contribution, or not contribution, capture stage, and get a ton of contribution. Sorry boss, moderator, thank you very much for verifying my claim that these guys are all center poppers. A very interesting decision. And finally, I know you're anxious to get to the stages, I am too, but I would like to say, it's very impressive that they gave us Uncle Infinite. Uncle Infinite is not a good yokai. However, this is the quickest turnaround Wibble Wobble has ever had from a Puni yokai. Uncle Infinite was an event yokai in the Valentine's Day Scramble battle that Puni had. So that's a 2-month turnaround. That shows that NHN can do anything if they really want to do it, but instead of giving us the yokai that we really want from these recent events, they give us Uncle Infinite. NHN, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I feel like that's their motto. But, you know what? We're here to play and have fun, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me know in the chat who you want me to use on my team, but until I get some good votes, I'll just pick a brave team, because why wouldn't you? So, Cruncha, obviously Slurpent, Shogunyan, Illuminoct, and Snartle. Solid choices all around. Could go with Demuncher, but eh. So now, oh, we can't head to the event map just yet. We have to pick our team. And as I said earlier, we will pick the Venoc team. Let's watch the cutscene. Sorry everybody, I wanted to cover all the news first. Thank you to everybody saying hi. Thank you to everybody that's coming today. I'm seeing all your comments. I really appreciate you coming. Wow, look at this cutscene. I've never seen it before. This totally isn't a reskin of the Yo-Cake Scramble battle. How creative. It's begun! It's time to Scramble battle once more! And these two need our help again. Everyone, thank you for coming. We have another request. A mysterious treasure sought by avid collectors. The Yo Egg! Why? What is this Yo Egg? Please, tell me. Arachnus and Total Dude. No space between the ampersand. We want you to split into 3 teams and collect lots of this treasure. Why would we split into 3 teams? They do not, they don't tell us. We've prepared a special reward for the team that collects the most, 5,000 Y money. We wish you luck on your quest. Eggs? Well, that's nothing to get excited. These are not merely eggs! Why, of course, eggs are simply extraordinary. Anyway, I will explain the rules. It says here that matches are broken up into rounds, and when a match is finished, the teams will be disbanded, with this little musical note next to disbanded in red text is really creepy. Why would you do this? I feel like disbanded is a euphemism for kill. Make sure to collect as many as you can and lead your team to victory. Without the capital, just lowercase m right there. Nice job, NHN, I'm proud of you. We've got red, blue, or yellow team. Interesting choices. Got the nice little artwork there. I like it, it's dramatic. But, gotta go with my boy Orochi. He's got the best segment in the anime. Well, first 2 seasons. 3rd season has a good segment with Enma. But other than that, best segment. That fight with Red J, I love it. You can't change teams until the next match. Well, that doesn't matter. Zarboss says be careful with grabbing Prison Breaker, Leafy. Oh yeah, I was just about to get to that. So I always save my big bosses to be unveiled on stream. But the funny thing is, Prison Breaker has some powerful language for a Yokai Watch game. Check this out. He goes, Mass Murderer jumps out to meet you. That's right, I've fallen for you. Gosh dang it. That's what he says. He says, gosh dang it. You are now friends with Mass Murderer. He is a 107-point eerie attack upper, and of course stick around because we will be using him later on. Or actually, you know what? Let's slap him on our team right now. These stages aren't that difficult. We'll demo Mass Murderer right now, in the moment, because I want to see him. I want to see his ultimate move. We'll check out the medallion stuff later. I want to get some stage action going. I'm anxious to play them. That sound is horrifying though. Murderer! Ugh. Handle. Yeah, that was an odd choice by NHN, though. If you guys have watched Inazuma 11, they actually do swear a lot, which is really weird. Or at least in the Japanese version. Yokai Watch does it in Japanese, though. I guess Inazuma is just a lot edgier. Zarboss says I should have tweeted about that to NHN. They only have a Japanese version of their Twitter, though. No English one. It's time to learn about Yo Egg boxes. Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble rated M, says Pigray. In order for your team to win, you must collect a lot of Yo Eggs. Special boxes filled with Yo Eggs will drop into the puzzle area. Open them by popping a nearby size 5 or larger big Wibble Wobble or hitting them with a ultimate move. Man, this dialogue sounds really familiar. Where is this from? Never seen this dialogue before. Nice line of slurping, thank you very much. Just gonna connect them all. And bam, that horrifying whisper. I guess he is a ghost. The bigger the Wibble Wobble size, the faster these boxes will open. It seems that the number of Yo Eggs inside is determined by the size of the box. Make sure to collect as many as you can and lead your team to victory. Now, you might be thinking, where, Leafy, are the other contributors? Where's the other score bonus dude? Where's the other Yo Egg damage booster guy? Well, we'll be getting to those later on. They're actually on the hidden stages, and they're very exciting. Abdallah says, Yo Egg, best name ever. Yeah, I don't know how they came up with that. That is, that required a lot of time in the office. They were overtime. They had a meeting and it was like 11 p.m. Dude's like, come on, boss, let us get home. We can't think of a good name for this. And then somebody's like, I got this. We're going home, guys. Yo Egg. Different from Yo Cake. Everyone's like, genius. We'll go with that. Here we saw Mass Murderer's ultimate move, Great Escape. Boosts the power of our yokai. Or attack, I guess. Same thing. Pigray says, is that a Yo Cake box? Nah, I must be seeing things. Nah, Pigray, it's a Yo Egg box. Obviously. They're different because it's on the inside. It's a metaphor, because it's for children, right? You know, you can't judge a sweet box by its cover. You cannot judge a sweet box by its cover. You're like, wow, this is a Yo Cake inside. I don't like this. I want the Yo Egg. But then you open it and you see that there's a Yo Egg inside, and you realize that you can't judge the boxes. You have to judge the sweets. And that's the message that NHN is trying to send to us. Next month, we'll have the same boxes, but we'll have a different heart, a different person, soul inside the boxes. We'll have Yo Flower event because it's May. And you'll choose between the flower guys, except we don't have any of the flower guys in this one. Well, actually we do. We have Hanako and we have Elder Bloom, so it would work out. Abdallah says that's taking a page from the story times done during the rare yokai hunts. Yeah, yokai watch games get to you. They do something that just make you wonder, make you make up stories. Shine! We've got this huge Shogunyan Wibwob. How can we power it up more? Well, let's use Great Escape for the PlayStation 1. Attack boosted, didn't seem like any sort of special animation there. I'll have to take another look, but normally these guys have really cool animations on the little yokai portraits here, but that just looked like a normal attack up thing from the original version of the game. Oh, I see some of you guys know what yokai are awaiting us on the hidden stages. Jibakoma and Robo Noko. Very interesting choices. Jibakoma hasn't even been officially released yet in Yokai Watch 2, and Robo Noko is normally password exclusive in Puni. So I'm very surprised that they're on hidden stages, but I'm certainly not upset. Very excited about that. Samantha Scarlet asks, Leafy, how much do you like Wibwob on a scale of 1 to 10? That's an interesting question. I think that 1 to 10 scales are pretty shallow, honestly. I don't use them. But if I had to choose, I'd say 8. It's a wonderful, wonderful game. However, like, gameplay-wise, however, NHN could be managing it better. Puni Puni is an 11 out of 10. Wibwob, 8. Solid game. Definitely give it a download. But I think that there's room for improvement, so I'm not going to say that there isn't. I think that NHN could be handling this better. Yeah. Oh, wow. P-Gray says that she's used over 30 Choco Bars and not recruited Jibakoma. Well, you guys better buckle in. If you guys remember the unpleasant recruiting stream, because that was basically half of the stream, then you know where this is going. We've got a 2-star food on an A-rank yokai, and we will be recruiting him today. Zarivos asks, what are the unlocks for the hidden stages, Leafy? Well, as I was saying, NHN has a lot of room to improve, and part of that room is copying and pasting things. They just copy and pasted the Yo Cake event. The hidden stage unlock conditions are actually just using the D-rank mascots. So, you know, it's the same thing. Same thing as the Yo Cake event. Nothing too special here. Hang on, let's check. Let's watch. Is there a special attack up animation? Oh, there is! It's got the little, the bear. What's his name? They haven't had Mangimon in the anime for so long that I've forgotten what the teddy bear is in his anime segment. Because I watched that literally like 3 years ago, I think. It was something simple, right? It was just like Tim. Nothing really exciting. Super generic. Let me know in the chat because I honestly need to remember this. Oh, Zarivos says, I did not ask that. I asked if you needed to know it. Oh, sorry for misreading it, Zarivos. Zarivos already knew. He didn't need any help. He doesn't need us. We'll use the attack boost for Slurpit here, if we can pop something. Nope. They take too long to inflate. Oh, wow. Awesome. Matt says, I used about 87 Choco Bars to befriend Jibakoma. Oh, his name is Sam, says Komoshura Gamer and Neon Toaster. Thank you for reminding me. His name is Sam. Wander, sponsor Crimson, sponsor Oliver. They all remember his name was Sam. Okay. I guess a lot of you are hardcore Mangimon fans. Props to you for remembering that. What is next? Yo flowers, yo pumpkins, or yo ornaments, says Leo and Danny. If we don't get Japan's Christmas Scramble, I'll be so sad. I'll be really sad. Because they went all out. They correlated it with the second movie, so you've got Homa Santa and Jibanyan Santa, they called them, and they had some, you know, Usapyon Santa themed graphics, just no Wibwobs. Lots of really strong yokai to recruit, awesome winter themed maps. I would love to see them. I would love to see that. Here again, stages aren't too difficult early on, and they don't get too difficult later on either. That's my main complaint about the Scramble battle. Normally you have some exciting stages to really test yourself on. But these stages are fun. They're good to see the yokai on them. but until like the boss stages, until the hidden stages, you don't have much of a challenge. So we'll take out, which one is this? Wiggle in here. And then we'll take out Step Up. Bam! I'm gonna get you, bad kids. That's probably one of my favorite episodes, the one with Snartle, because it really deconstructs Yokai Watch, and that's what makes it so funny. It starts off with Snartle swinging around his swords, and he just gets arrested. And then it ends with Yokai being arrested for not paying their taxes. And Keita's just like, Whisper, what's taxes? Sponsor Crimson asks Leafy, who is better to use, Cruncha or Devourer? They're both brave center poppers, but I like Devourer's colors way more. Well, Crimson, good news for you, because I think that Devourer has a couple more attack over Cruncha. Take a look here. Cruncha, where is he? Where is he? Cruncha, here we go. Kinda hiding there. 605, Devourer has 635. I mean, that's an entire rank difference. Swell Terrier has 605 attack, while Komashura has 630. So that's 25 up from an S rank to a legend. Devourer is like legendary strength right there. If we check out Gilgaros, I'm kind of curious, how strong is Devourer? Truly. There we go. Legendary Gilgaros. 635 attack. Devourer is as strong as a legend yokai. And you can just crank him for 3,000. And he's stronger because he's brave. And as we all know, any of us who have ever played a single Yokai Watch game in existence, brave is the strongest. It doesn't really matter what. I'm wondering, in Metal... What are they calling it? Metal Battle, I think? The new Korean mobile game coming out later this year? Will Brave be OP? Or will they make Brave really bad? I feel like Brave is just intrinsically powerful in this game, because it's a very aggressive gameplay style so far. Maybe Metal Battle won't be, maybe it will heavily favor defensive play, which would be very interesting to see. But mainline is very offensive, as is Wibble Wobble, so Brave is just really good all around. They've got solid attack stats, just good. Plus, I love all of Brave's designs. They all look so cool. Snartle, Shogunyan, Illuminoct, everybody's really cool. Zariboss says that he's pulled everybody except for Unkeen. Interesting. Oh, you're talking about your entire medallion. You've completed it, except for Unkeen and Unikirin. Well, if you've gotten everybody, then you might have a good shot at getting Unikirin. That would be really nice to see. Then it says, Leafy says Brave is the strongest, which means that Pandala is the strongest. Oh yeah, obviously. We had an E-rank competition on Mount Wildwood, where it was a tournament where players could only use E-ranks, and I'm 90% sure that I actually used Pandala on my team. No, I actually went with, I did double Jibanyan, and one with the Spirit Bell, or whatever they call it, Amy's Bell, and one with the Strength Bell. And then I did 2 No Way as my tanks. And I still used Legly, because Legly's awesome. That's what I did for my E-rank team. But honestly, Panda would work. I contemplated it. Panda would work over Jibanyan. Though I'm not sure if the 20% damage increase would outweigh the power of Emmy's Bell and the Muscle Bell. I'd have to look into that. Oh wow, we're in 2,767th place, really working our way up. Let's check the contribution rewards. We have some coins, Goat will be happy about that. 5-star coin, awesome. Scramble Battle coin, just by playing. So just by playing, you do have a chance at Unikirin. That's sort of what I was asking for. I was saying just by playing you should get guaranteed Unikirin, but I'm willing to compromise. I like this. Depending on how rare Unikirin is, I think that this is a good compromise. The Soul Secrets, 3 Scramble Battle coins. That is awesome. I really like this now. So if you play for the entire event, you get a guaranteed 12 Scramble Battle coins. Plus, you're definitely going to be in the top 50 if you have like 50,000 contribution. So that's another, what? Either 3 or 6. I mean, you've got a good shot at him. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, we got to scroll up, not down. Got Uber Geeko. Yeah, top 50. All get 2 Scramble Battle coins. So altogether, if you get top 50, you're going to be getting 18 Scramble Battle coins. 18 shots at Unicorn. That's a pretty nice compromise. It all depends on how rare Unicorn is. Zarivos, confirming my suspicion, says, I think Unicorn is rarer than SS ranks in the event coins. Don't say that to me, you'll make me cry. Bonzer Crimson says, yay, Devourer is good for player versus enemy. That's so good. There aren't many purple yokai in the game, so he's easy to see. Oh yeah, he has an awesome looking Wibble Wobble. Purple really stands out. Mass Mutterer really stands out as well. He has that sort of sunglasses look. They aren't really sunglasses, but they look like them. And that's what makes his Wibble Wobble stand out. Slurpent is very colorful, which is nice. But some of these Brave dudes kind of blend together with Shogunyan and Snartle and stuff. That's a little confusing for me. I know there's a lot of really strong red yokai. So during Mysterious Weeks, it's like, before, even when I have Slurpent, it's like Slurpent, Gargaros or Beelzebub, Chimera. You've got 3 red guys on the board all at once. If you want to use Sergeant Burley because you haven't maxed out your Unpleasant, then he's going to be hard to see as well. It gets overwhelming. Zarivos says, my first coin gave me a Supio or an Apak. It's hard to remember. It's interesting that you can only get A ranks or above. That's a really nice consolation there, where even if you don't pull Unicorn, you're at least pulling someone semi-desirable. Not bad. Leafy, how do you get the Shard of Evil, asks Ratso. Defeat Zerberker. He drops it very rarely. Hamgram says, Mass Mutterer's glasses, show all. Row, row, fight the power. You didn't say that, I did. How do you get Jibakoma? It's my favorite yokai, asks Connor. I'll show you! He's on a hidden stage. We'll get him very soon, making our way through the stages, and eventually we will get Jibakoma. Jibanyan dropping that Choco Bar, definitely going to be useful. Very useful. Oh wow, pretty young fan. Seal Pendarvis. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. H6 says he's my biggest fan. Thank you very much for watching, Seal. I appreciate it. And of course, I appreciate the rest of you guys as well. If you're enjoying this stream, make sure to smash that like button, leave a comment. Really shows your support. Plus, if you want to play Wibble Wobble on your computer like me, then click the link in the description below to download Nox, which is an Android virtual machine that I use for playing it. Lucas Leaf asks, can you please run us through the Nox setup? Yeah, sure. So you open the description, you click show more, right below this stream, and you'll see it says play Wibble Wobble on your computer, bit.ly/download Nox, or Nox download, I think. And you go to the website, you download Nox, you open it up, and there's a small gear in the upper right hand corner of the screen, or of the window border. You click the gear, go to advanced settings, and you turn off root. Once you've done that, just download Wibble Wobble from the Play Store and get cracking. The only big issue, the only thing that will inhibit you is remembering to turn off root in the advanced settings. That's pretty big, because it is on by default, I think. Snartle, bang. Lucas Leaf asks, Leafy, sorry, I messed that up. I meant to read Jacob Spencer's comment. He says, did you see that Game Theory's video? Game Theory made a video where MatPat travels to Japan, and Yokai Watch is mentioned. I can't say I'm a fan of Game Theory, but I know that Abdallah said he is, on his New Year's stream. I don't know how many of you guys were there for that. That was a party. When Abdallah was doing his New Year's stream, he mentioned that he's a fan of MatPat. So if MatPat mentioned Yokai Watch, I'm very interested to see what he said, because regardless of if I watch his videos or not, he is very influential. So I'm interested, does he like Yokai Watch? Oh my god, I pronounced Seal wrong. It's actually pronounced Kale, I'm sorry. Names are tricky to pronounce sometimes. Bronzer Crimson asks, so if there are no items in there, does that mean you have a 100% chance to get Unicorn if you have everyone maxed out? That is true, Crimson. However, and to answer the request of somebody that wanted to see the contents of the Scramble Battle coin, here's the issue with maxing everyone out in the coins. Yes, if you max everyone out except for Unicorn, you get a guaranteed Unicorn. But here's the thing. You take a look at the Crank-a-kai contents for it as soon as it loads, and you will see 2 Awoken Yokai, very difficult to max out. Uber Geeko, no longer available, so you'll have to Soul Secret him. Beelzebub, who's a fusion with Timidevil, so you'll want to Soul Secret him. Arachnia, also not available anymore, gotta Soul Secret Arachnia. Mermother, not available anymore, gotta Soul Secret Mermother. And plus, Mermother was only available a maximum of 4 times, I think, right? So, you know, gotta Soul Secret her. Plus, on Fairy, Unkind, Untidy, and Unpleasant, you can max out. So I would suggest you'd grind them instead of Soul Secreting, but they are a total pain. Got a Soul Secret Unpleasant, obviously, because he's an S-rank rare appearance. Robonyan F, no longer available. Got a Soul Secret Robonyan F. Apak, only available in missions. A single mission, in fact. Only one of him. Got a Soul Secret him. Supio, you can grind. Pokappa, you can grind. And Eyesore, you can grind. So, out of all of these yokai, you can only grind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With only 6 of them being feasible. Beelzebub, you can technically grind. But the insane amount of time it would take you to do so, it's just not feasible. You cannot do it. You can only grind 7 of these yokai. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... I think there are like 15 yokai that you gotta max out in total. Or maybe 17, I might have missed the Awokens. There's a lot of yokai that you gotta max out before getting Unicorn. Hamgram asks, it's better to do score attack. Is it better to do score attack now because everyone's focused on Scramble? No, not really. Everyone's gonna kick into score attack later this week. Your score at the beginning doesn't really matter. All that matters is at the end of the cycle. So chill, take it easy, train up your yokai, and do score attack when you're ready. Then I asked, did someone help with the layout or did you do it yourself? I normally do all my stuff myself, but this is Abdallah's channel. So he wanted a new layout, so he got somebody else to do it. So for streams on Abdallah's channel, we will be using the Abdallah layout. Hope that answers your question. Inky Dustin asks, Levy, have you ever heard of a game called the Idolmaster? I certainly have. They're making a sort of Idolmaster, you know how they have that Idolmaster Rhythm mobile game thing? And they sort of have a, I know Love Live has a game styled after it. They're making a Yokai Watch game sort of in that style, without the gacha elements. It's called Garapo Rhythm, and if you like the mobile game for Idolmaster, you might be interested in it. It hasn't released yet, unfortunately, but it will release eventually. It's hard to say with Level 5's mobile game release dates. They're like, oh, Fantasy Life 2 will release in Winter 2014. Not really, that's the date they gave for Persona 5. But what did they actually say it would release? I'm trying to think. It was somewhere in 2015, I thought. And then they delayed it to 2016, and they had a closed beta. And they're like, don't worry guys, it's coming. And then silence until October, and they announced they're renaming it, delayed it until April, and now it's April, and we have no news. It's a third of the way through April, no news on Fantasy Life 2. I really want it. I love Fantasy Life. We could get a new Fantasy Life coming this month. I will be so psyched. I'll be covering that really heavily on my channel. I'm pretty confident that I'll be like the only person on YouTube to be covering this thing, at least in English. So if you guys love Fantasy Life like I do, it's another game made by Level 5, the developers of Yokai Watch, and you want to see more Fantasy Life stuff, then there's a link in the description. Follow me on YouTube. I'm just youtube.com/101leafy. I'll be doing complete coverage of Fantasy Life 2. I'll be doing probably a Let's Play, honestly. I will be doing coverage of all of the events for sure, and we'll be playing through the story, seeing what's up. I mean, it'll all be in Japanese, but it'll be fun, that's for sure. Fantasy Life had a cute story, but the strong parts for me were the gameplay elements. So, you know, the language barrier, not gonna get in the way. Abdallah didn't let the language barrier get in the way of Yokai Watch, and that's a JRPG. So, we'll power through Fantasy Life. Check me out, youtube.com/101leafy, link in the description for that. So again, just going through these pretty easy stages. We do have Tribe Disadvantage, which is unfortunate. But as you can see, this, whatever they call it, Light Flash, Dragon Flash, gonna take him out in one hit. Oh, I guess not. What level is this guy? Oh, they don't say, but he has 5,000 health. Not bad. Sponsor Wander says, did someone say Fantasy Life? I know she loves Fantasy Life. Do any of you guys do? Like it? Fantasy Life would be interesting to see, says Owen. I love Fantasy Life, says Taco Tray. I'd love to see the Fantasy Life love. Oh hey, Moonlight Bambi is back. Says, the office is here. Welcome, Moonlight Bambi's office. Let's take a look at Mass Murderer's ultimate move, Great Escape. Gives you a huge attack up, the strongest in the game, tied with Blazion Awoken, of course. Sponsor Coleman Cameron says, ugh, I cannot wait for Fantasy Life 2. I know, I'm dying. I want to see, what does level 5 have in store for us? Because they were delaying it to make it better, they said. So it already looked good from the initial trailer, and if they keep on delaying it to make it even better, will we get the greatest mobile game ever? I think we will. Abdallah says, I miss Fantasy Life. Well, Abdallah, you might be interested in the Snack World. I think you know about it. We've talked about it before, right? It's coming to 3DS this year, and it's basically a spiritual successor. From the little gameplay that we've seen, it uses the Fantasy Life engine. I'm 99% sure of that. It uses the Fantasy Life engine, it plays like it, it probably won't have crafting, but it will have the similar adventuring and combat elements that Fantasy Life has. So if you miss Fantasy Life, you want to see more Fantasy Life, then get excited for the Snack World. Coming to 3DS worldwide, I think? Worldwide? This December. Level 5 has said that they're localizing it, we know that, and they've also expressed interest in global releases. So we can cross our fingers, really hope maybe we'll get a big holiday release from Level 5 in the form of the Snack World. Though, Level 5 does have something else big in store for this holiday season, which is Ni no Kuni 2. If you guys played the original on PS3, then I know that you've got to be excited for this. I loved it. It's a monster catching game by Level 5. What more could you ask for? It's also very influenced by Studio Ghibli. They actually worked with the original Studio Ghibli on the first Ni no Kuni game, but due to the sort of rocky state of Ghibli in recent years, Level 5 wasn't able to work with them on Ni no Kuni 2. However, they did collaborate with a ton of animators for it, so they're basically working with them. It's like saying Retro and Rare, you know? It's like, same guys. So I'm ready for a new Ni no Kuni, beautiful graphics, awesome gameplay. It's on PS4, which is interesting. Level 5 likes to sort of spread their content out. Abdallah says, you bet I'll be playing Snack World on my channel. Can't wait, Abdallah. That's gonna be such a good game. Look at all this Y money we're making. It's a ton. We'll do some cranks at the end. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying about Ni no Kuni? Oh yeah, that Level 5 likes to cover all the platforms. I mean, they've got Ni no Kuni on PS4, Yokai Watch and Inazuma 11 on 3DS, Megaton Musashi, and the Snack World coming to 3DS as well. But then Lady Layton and the Snack World are coming to both 3DS and mobile. Plus, I want to say that Level 5 did something on computer. Yeah, they did. They did Inazuma 11 Online. Now shut down, but they still did do something for the computer, which was interesting. It might have been only Windows, but it might have been on Mac as well. I honestly can't remember. Or OS X, if we're talking about operating systems. Sponsor Crimson says, Leafy, language barriers are not that big of a problem. Abdallah playing Yokai Watch 2, Johnny Awesome playing Persona 5. Well, attempting to. Level 5 doesn't really let people play much of that game. Or not Level 5, Atlas, duh. Yeah, we'll be playing Fantasy Life 2. Now, I say Fantasy Life 2 because it is. You might be like, well, Leafy, they changed the name to Fantasy Life Online. But if you looked at the announcement, Hino said that they changed the name to Fantasy Life Online because they didn't want people who had never played the original Fantasy Life to be intimidated. To say, oh, it's Fantasy Life 2, I don't have a 3DS, I can't play this. So, for all intents and purposes, it seems like it is Fantasy Life 2. I mean, that's what they were going for, that's what they're developing, aside from the name change. So, I'm excited. There are no new lives, which is interesting, or lives. There's just the base 12. And if you think about the development of Fantasy Life, which actually did start as Fantasy Live Online for the Xbox, they had 20 lives in development for the DS version of Fantasy Life. And then they cut it down to 12. So I was really hoping maybe Fantasy Life 2 will bring back some of the 8 lives, including Merchant was one of them. I think there was Fortune Teller. Entertainer might have been one of them, like a Jester. They had some really creative classes for it, or lives, as they call them. So I was hoping they would bring them back. They didn't, but you know, that's okay. Still gonna be awesome. Now that we have 18,000 Y money, why not do some Y money cranks? Sure, we will need Y money for food, but I'm anxious. We'll do 3 cranks, because there are 3 yokai available in the Crank-a-kai for a limited time this week. We're gonna do 3 cranks. Maybe we'll go bam, 1, 2, 3. Maybe we won't, but might as well give it a shot. Well, that's right, we have our coin G's. We'll be doing those later on. This is something good, not an X-Board. And it's Eterna, my favorite yokai. We did it! We did it! Eterna is out of the Crank-a-kai. Finally. She was my first S rank in the entire game. I think my first crank period was Cerberus, followed by Eterna. And I was so mad. I was like, oh, garbage healer. A healer and Eerie. Awful. She has plagued my Crank-a-kai for too long. Be gone, demon. I feel like I might have gotten a little too excited about that, but I hate Eterna. She was my first crank in Yokai Watch 2 as well. I was trying to crank Arachnia, and I cranked Eterna instead. Or no, I wasn't trying to crank Arachnia because Arachnia's in the past crank. I was trying to crank, who's the A rank Eerie that's in the Crank-a-kai? I wanted him. He was really good. Oh, I wanted, Notorino Hanako. That's who it was. I'm getting all my cranks mixed up. I was like, oh, I'll get her. And then I got Eterna instead. And I was like, what? I can't believe it. Max Eterna, says Abdallah. I'm excited. Sponsor Wander says, yes, over 300 hours banished. Oh, no. Not 300 hours, Wander. Definitely not 300 hours. Probably 600 hours, let's be honest. Figure says, no more Leafy's girlfriend. Oh, man. Eterna, we're breaking up, sorry. Just a 1-star coin. And we'll save the pink coin G's for later. But I did want to see, what was in the 1-star coin? Maybe we'll get QB. Well, QB was max. But maybe we'll get Venoct. And no. Is this a good team? Asks Inky Dustin. Count Cavity, Komasan S, Draggy, Cut and Cheese, and Cerberus. No. Those are all ball poppers. And ball poppers deal very little damage and take a lot of time to use. I do not suggest using any ball poppers at all, unless they get some sort of bonus in an event. For example, last time, Komasan S and Dark QB both got huge damage bonus to Yo-Cake boxes. So you had to use them, basically. You had to. But other than that, never use ball poppers. They are not very good. Maybe if they're like somehow Sultimate 7 and all of your other attackers are Sultimate 1, then yeah, use them. But if all of your attackers are near the same Sultimate level, use attackers that aren't ball poppers. Definitely. Amir says they use yo eggs to make yo cakes. Is that it? Arachnus said that it's a treasure. So, I'd almost say, well, food isn't treasure, especially not baking ingredients. But they also called the Bun of Oneness a treasure. So you don't know. You never know with these guys. They're absolutely crazy about their foods. That's for sure. Next month's Scramble, probably gonna be a food. Probably gonna be... What's a spring food? Do they have spring foods? For summer, they'll do ice cream and stuff. Definitely, ice cream scramble battle. But I don't know if there's like a spring kind of food. Does any food make you guys think of spring? Abdallah says, that's Scranny. What's she looking like? Do they use yo flour? I don't know. Are all of their ingredients beginning with yo? Is that how they bake the good stuff? The really, really, really good baked ingredients of the yokai world? They use yo ingredients? If all of these scramble battles are just ingredient scramble battles, I probably won't complain, because it'll be really funny. Though I would love to have an actual new non-reskin scramble. Next month, NHN, please, this is my formal request. If you're watching this, because I know that you sometimes do. If you're watching this, please give us the Sangokshi Scramble Battle. It will be so much fun. There's so much to do. If you guys are curious, how many yokai are in the Sangokshi Scramble Battle? There are a ton of them. What yokai are in it? Then check out my channel, youtube.com/101leafy. I did a full, totally comprehensive video on every single event that we missed from Puni Puni, the Japanese version of Wibble Wobble, in our first year of Wibble Wobble. All 41 event maps, I can't even remember how many events that we missed. We missed so much, so many yokai. If you want to see all of the Yokai Watch 3, Yokai Sangokshi, everybody, then check out my newest video on my channel, youtube.com/101leafy. There's a link to that in the description. Abdallah says every ingredient is required to have a yo in front of it. It's protocol, you know? You can't violate protocol. Enma has stated it. It's law. Mix the yo flour, yo eggs, and best of all, yo milk, says Graham. Alright, these stages are getting to be a little tough. We'll have to go all out and bust out the Slurpant. Mass Mutterer here with the attack up. Great escape. And then just use all our popping ultimates. We'll clear the stage easily. That was a little close though with our health. Abdallah says, dude, Sangokshi localization holiday season 2017. Just watch. Ooh, I'm gonna have to disagree with that, Abdallah. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, I do have a video on my channel talking about my predictions for when I think all of the upcoming Yokai Watch games will release. And I think that we'll get Busters this December, or November, or October, which one of those. I think November is our most solid bet. I think we'll get Busters with the Moon Rabbit Team expansion already installed to go with the second movie. That's my prediction right there. And then we'll get Sangokshi in spring 2018. That's what I'm predicting. Maybe not though. Maybe summer 18 for Sangokshi. They might push it back a bit. Chronosu Yokai says, NHM please, I'm begging you, hire some QA people at least. Good to see you, Chronosu. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. NHM needs some quality assurance. They need somebody to say, yes, this is in the English language. Because some of this stuff is impossible to understand. Hey, enemies are attacking. We'll take care of that later. We're being attacked. I sense an unusual presence. We'll face strong yokai, but there should also be lots of boxes too. So do your best and send them packing, because they're boxes. Get it, guys? We're packing the enemies into the boxes. Is that Goat? It might be. It is Goat! Hey! Let's give him a spirit. Goat changed his title to Olu for some reason, and I think it's just to mess with us. Similar to how Pigure changed her title to Beetle, because nobody's gonna use that title. J12 Clone says, Leafy, I was so happy to get a score of 24 million last week in score attack. That's insane. But I was surprised because I had only level 2 attack upper and 5 and 6 score upper. But I normally get a 10 million with Slurpant. Yeah, I didn't do so well last week. I just didn't feel like it. I could have done better. My Swell Terrier is at Ultimate 6, so I could have done really well. But it's just not worth the money, I felt like. And I've already got my Blazion Awoken almost at Ultimate 6. And because of that, I'm not that driven to max out my Mass Mutterer anytime soon. I mean, he's eerie. He's fantastic to have if you didn't get Blazion awoken, but there are no good Eerie yokai. We have Sproink S, who's a weaker Komoshura, who is soon to be a weaker Saotome Ranma S if we hopefully get her, and a weaker version of some other yokai as well. So Mass Murderer is worth maxing out if you didn't pull Blazion, for sure. But Blazion is the better attack upper, and in these slurping compositions, you only want one of them. Oh hey! Abdallah says, congrats Pigray, I had to scroll up a bit. Pigray says she finally got Jiba Koma on the last of her 15 Choco Bars that she bought. That's ridiculous. Neon says, NHN needs some spiritual assurance too. I don't doubt that. Sponsor Adam says, but Blasters in Yokai Watch 2 is a retooling of Busters, and you are incorrect about that. It's actually the reverse version. When Shinichi launched, they expanded Busters very heavily. Tons of new bosses, tons of new places to go. Really fantastic expansion on the Busters mode. So, people loved it so much, they were crazy about it, that Level 5 created a standalone Busters game. And that's the retooling of the Busters mode in Yokai Watch 2. Because in Yokai Watch 2, the Busters mode is cool, but it doesn't have a lot to do gameplay-wise. But Busters standalone introduces tons of mechanics. Obviously recruiting, you're going on missions, you have equipment, skills, ultimate moves. So much to do. I am psyched for it, if we get it. I mean, we should. We've got the Busters Big Bosses and Wibble Wobble. Alright, so we are 1,990, climbing up the ranks. We have 240 contribution. In case you didn't notice, we have no boosters because they're all crankable. We will be cranking them all next week. In next week's Monday weekly Wibble Wobble live stream. As long as we're talking about further live streams and the states of them, I would like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Nox App Player again. A lot of you are asking how I play Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble on my computer, and this is it. Click the link in the description to download a fully featured Android app player to play Wibble Wobble, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, and all your other favorite Android games and apps on your computer. That's how I do it. It's how I always do it. I just do a window capture from Nox to OBS, and then I stream that. It's pretty easy, and it's pretty fun, too. If your phone doesn't run Wibble Wobble very well, and you have a good computer, give it a shot. Whoa, hey! Moderator Luna says, heyo! Welcome, Luna. Great to see you. Says, how are you all doing? I'm doing fantastic. I love being here with you guys. It's always so much fun to see you. I always really appreciate the support, so thank you to everybody that always comes to these streams. It's so much fun. Make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. It really shows your support. You can also show your support by clicking the Nox description below. You don't even have to download it. Just go there and check it out. It might tickle your fancy. Cherry Table asks, how was this chosen? Are you talking about my team or the teams in Scramble Battle? Because I have no idea how NHN chose the teams in the Scramble Battle. I think they just chose some popular mascot yokai, such as Venoct, QB, and Blizzaria. I mean, those are some pretty popular mascot dudes. And then, in terms of my team that I'm battling with, I just chose some good yokai that I like. This is pretty insane here. We have QB as the boss. Now, the unfortunate part is, QB cannot be recruited. You can't use this chance to grind some Yo-Cakes while maxing out QB from your Crankakai. You also can't do it with Orochi, unfortunately, or Blizzaria. I'm assuming, since QB can't be recruited. So, you know, just go to an easier stage. Go to stage 22. Moderator S. Luna says, Leafy, you gotta put some more oomph into that. Heyo! Is that good enough for you, Luna? How do I get Jiba Koma? Asks Galliffer. Well, we're about to find out. We gotta use either Koma-san D or Komajiro D on this stage to unlock the hidden stage. I'm not entirely sure which hidden stage we're about to unlock, or which yokai we need to use, but that's who we'll be using, that's for sure. We're using both of them. We'll go, Charming, You know what? We don't even have to do 2 runs. Just go D-rank yokai right here. Slap Komasan in. Put in Komajiro. Sure, it will weaken us, but with the power of Slurpent, doesn't even matter. Oh, not the capture stage. We'll cover capture in a bit. Capture Yo Eggs from the enemy team. Ah, they're making us do the tutorial. I don't wanna. Alright, alright. I'll go over that in detail soon. J12 Cone says, Leafy, they should make a Scramble battle where every yokai is Pandal. Every level, every mascot, and the only yokai in the crank is Pandal. That would be heaven. But they'd have to be different ranks of Pandal, J12 Cone. You'd have Pandal E, Pandal D, C, B, A, S, and of course, exclusive to the Crank-kai into top 5 during the Scramble battle period, Pandal Awoken. It would be the Pandal event. It would be like that episode of Yokai Watch where they have the world convention for Pandal. Have any of you guys seen that? Where all the Pandal go to Keita school and it's just chaos because there are so many Pandal in one place. Lucas Leaf asks, Leafy, how do you use change devices? I must know. Create a level 5 account by clicking the upper left-hand corner of the screen on the device that you have your save file. The upper left-hand corner of the title screen on Wibble Wobble, and then you just log in with your account on various devices. You have to restart the app after you log in though, which is kind of annoying. QB, no match. Sponsor Adam asks, do you like Komasan generally? Generally, like in terms of all yokai? Yeah, I love him. In terms of the mascot yokai between Jibanyan, Komasan, and Komajiro, lately I've been leaning towards Komajiro a little more, gotta say. However, I do love Komasan. They're kind of tied, honestly, they're kind of tied. They both have their pros and cons, their ups and downs, you know? Komasan, he's adorable. He's silly, he's funny. I love the arc with Komasan exploring the city, and he comes across like all the different people, and it's like the duel between them. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in season 3 and it's really funny. That one's really cute. And Komajiro hasn't really had his own segment as far as I know. So you know what? I might say I like Komasan a little more because he has better anime stuff. Oh no! We actually have to use Jibanyan there because it's red colored, obviously. Sorry, that was an unfortunate mistake. J12 says, hey Leafy, what's tax evasion? Here we'll use, who do we want to use here? Let's mix it up, go with Cruncho, why not? A lot of people ask me about adding me as a friend on Wibble Wobble. My friends list is full. Sorry, guys. Oh, wow. Golden Foxy says, I got Unicorn in my last Scramble battle coin. You got 3 for participating. But I can't use Slurpent because it's only level 1. Yeah, pump some still secrets into him. You can still use him, he's just not fantastic. Definitely still usable though. I recommend it. Komajiro not really doing us any favors on our team right here. I definitely forgot to take him off. I normally do that when we have required yokai for unlock conditions or stars. I put them on and they're awful because that's what they do to us. And then, nothing. Forget to change them, do nothing about it, and we suffer in further stages. So sad. You're doing it wrong, Leafy. How am I doing it wrong? I mean, I know I got this big yo-cake thing on the board. That's not helping me at all. But we have a ton of money, nothing to stress about. John Wiggins asks if you like Komasan. And you should like the Keiki brothers, right? Oh yeah, I love them. For those of you who don't know, they're American versions of Komasan and Komajiro, only they're raccoons instead of Komaino. I don't really understand why they made them raccoons of all things, but kind of funny. I like it. Plus, their designs are really cool, way more than just a reskin, and they're adorable to boot. I have no complaints. Romulus Ramos, thank you very much for the kind words, says, hey, I'm a huge fan of your work. I hope you do great in the Scramble battle. I hope I do too. I'll probably be going try-hard in the 3rd or 4th periods, but I'm gonna wait for us to do our big Crank-a-Kai party next Monday. We'll crank for all the bonus yokai, and I'm gonna be honest here, I want to spend the majority of my week this week playing Persona 5. Not even gonna lie about that. Won't be playing the Scramble battle much this week. Inky Dustin asks, is Jibanyan D good if he's maxed out? He's not fantastic, but he's better than your usual D rank. And anybody maxed out is pretty good. Use him if you really want to, but I'm not going to suggest it, because it's not really something I should suggest. It's not fantastic. Moderator Zarivas asks, why did they make KK Bros raccoons? Because America. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe they think Americans are dirty? I mean, if you look at all the American yokai, it's not like actual American cryptids and stuff. No Bigfoot, no Mothman, nothing cool like that. It's like, oh, a hamburger. Oh, a chicken nugget. Oh, a thug with a graffiti spray can named Brookline. I don't hate it. I love it, in fact. It's really funny. But it's also just very bizarre. Really bizarre. I love it, though. It's super funny. And then Tomnyan with the blonde hair and the blue eyes and the red, white, and blue belts. And the freckles. They go so overboard that you can't help but laugh. Shine! Oh, I forgot to take out Komajiro D. Kronos said you should have used Komajiro D. Well, there's your wish, dude. We used him right there. I don't think he did much, but I used him. Leafy, do stage 22 with Jibanyan. I did. We just unlocked the hidden stage. We'll do both hidden stages at the end. I want to get through all of the normal stages, and then we'll grind the hidden stages, because this is going to be a little tedious. But exciting, because we have some exciting yokai to find, that's for sure. That Anime Girl 100 asks, hey Leafy, can you judge my team? Here's my team. Shogunyan, Komasan S, Lazaria, Komajiro S, and Komashura. That's a really good team. I would suggest replacing Shogunyan with Jibanyan S. But outside of that, that's a solid offensive team. You're gonna go pretty far with that. You shouldn't have difficult with any stages, really. Komashura rounds it off with a nice all-attack. I would replace him with Swelterior, but I'm guessing that you've leveled your Komashura with Soul Secrets, in which case use him. Hey, it's Noko! He'll get us some extra experience or money or whatever he drops. Gets a large export, but I feel like he also increases your score a bit. Sponsor Adam says, don't forget about a Pelican, he's over the top too. But a Pelican is actually just an American version of Tsushiyama. He's a Japanese yokai that really wants to be American. And then Tsushiyama is an American yokai that really wants to be Japanese. Pretty silly, pretty silly. I love all the really crazy concepts they have for yokai in this game. Let me know in the chat, what's your favorite, just bizarre yokai that they've come up with? My favorite has to be Legly. Not only is Legly just this utterly bizarre, crazy, why does this exist? Just a pair of legs with a hat? But it's also incredibly viable in competitive play. Legly is really, really good, and that just makes everything so much better about its design. I love Legly, and I will never stop loving it. Interesting question from Lane. Leafy, which yokai would you use Soul Secrets on? Komoshura or Demuncher? Komoshura, since you can't crank Komoshura, but you can crank Demuncher. You'll max out your Demuncher eventually. If your Komoshura isn't maxed yet, go for him. Because Komoshura will also make you more money, which will get you more cranks, which will get you more Demuncher. It's a win-win, both ways. How does Legly eat? Asks Failed Inspection. It just kinda... I don't know. Power of will, I think. Or maybe it photosynthesizes. Legly doesn't need to eat. It absorbs essence from the ether. Abdallah says legs, dude. That's how Legly eats. Just legs. Go Leafy go, says Owen. That's right, Owen, we are going. And we're going pretty fast, going pretty far. Making our way down to the hidden stages, where we will hopefully recruit Jibakoma and Robonoko. Both two brand new yokai in Wibwob, and exciting ones. Robonoko is unreleased as far as I know, as is Jibakoma. Very exciting yokai. Sponsor Oliver Element asks, Leafy, is my team good? Then Octowoken, solid choice. Demuncher, solid choice. Chimera, obviously solid choice as well. Snartle and Shogunyan rounding off the team. I think that you could go with a little more tribe unity. However, that is a very, very powerful team. You got all of the best direct attackers in the game. Super strong. Plus, Snartle and Shogunyan rounds your team off with a bit of extra damage. I think that maybe if you replace Shogunyan with Komoshura for more damage plus unity with Chimera, and then you replace Snartle with, actually, you know what? You're good. You're okay. Because you're using Demuncher, and Demuncher will get bonus attack from Snartle and Shogunyan, and vice versa. You're okay. Leave it. That's a great team. I like it. 10 out of 10. No! Zaribas says, beware Leafy. Jibakoma is surrounded by Komasan and Jibanyan. That's tricky, but it's also nice, because that means we can easily reset his stage. We just knock him out, we feed him a chocolate bar, knock him out, and if we don't get him, we restart. We don't have to go through a victory screen, none of that. None of that. Just quick, quick, quick.
Outstanding!
Hanako says, welcome Hanako, says, legs, let's talk about arms. Looks amazing. Arms is gonna be awesome. Unless you're talking about like actual body parts. Arms is gonna be in the new Nintendo Direct. I'm so psyched for that. Got arms, we've got Splatoon 2. I'm hoping Nintendo said Nintendo 3DS games. So I'm hoping for Pikmin 3DS news. I love Pikmin. You guys know me if you've been to any of the previous streams. I love the Pikmin franchise. So even if it's just some sort of spin-off thing that's a little weird, I am psyched about it, getting that day one, probably finishing that day one. I am really excited for more Pikmin content. More yokai being attacked, not gonna worry about that right now. Let's go through the rest of the stages. Sponsor Oliver says, I am never gonna get Komoshura Leafy. You should have gotten the Selectacoin Plus, no joke. Like, it's totally worth it. I have no affiliation with Level 5 or NHN in terms of promoting Wibwob content like this, but I will say that you should have bought the Selectacoin Plus if you had the money. I would have bought it if they released it early on in the game. It gives you a tremendous advantage. It's like, what, $8? And then, bam, you get a Legend Yokai. I think it's a really good deal, especially compared to other gacha games. I mean, imagine Fire Emblem Heroes letting you pull Effie for $8. That would be ridiculous. Abdallah says, Legs is the sequel to Arms. You attach the Joy-Con to your feet and kick each other. Released in 2018, true story. I wonder, will they have HD Rumble compatible with Legs? I'd like to feel HD Rumble on my feet. That would be A totally new sensation. Make it happen, Nintendo. D-Gray says, I hope the Direct shows more content for ARMS. It's looking a little lacking so far. Honestly, I think that the core gameplay of ARMS is there. We just haven't seen the content. So, what's gonna make or break it is how much we have to work with. Obviously, we have more than 5 fighters. I mean, that was obvious from the get-go, but Nintendo also confirmed it, just for any of the people who were suspicious that we didn't. As long as we have 10 fighters, I'll be happy. If we got 10 fighters, that'll be good enough for me. Because don't forget that this is the first game in a fighting game series, and the game is very unique, so it's not like they had a lot of groundwork. Look at Pokken. They had, 15 fighters, right? 16 fighters? And that was already building off of the Tekken framework. So as long as we have 10 fighters, I'll be pretty happy. I think that... I'm trying to remember, what did other fighting games start off with? I think Persona Arena had like 14, right? So I'm setting the bar low because I'm so excited for ARMS. Like, they could release just the demo and I'd buy it, not even gonna lie. So 10 fighters and I'll be psyched. Neon says, legs will have lock-on technology. And if you lock on arms, you'll get arms and legs and knuckles. Man, lock-on technology. They gotta bring that back. Oh wow, Abdallah says, I wish I could pay $8 for Effie because I dropped $40 on her. That's a lot, that's a lot. I know a lot of people have spent more. There's this one guy on YouTube, but I can never remember his name, and he makes videos like every 3 days of different gacha games where he just spends hundreds of dollars on every event. I'm not even exaggerating. SAO and Fire Emblem Heroes and I think Grand Blue Fantasy, just every few days, a few $100s. I'm like, man, more power to you, right? Is my team good? Failed inspection. Well, let's hope you don't fail this inspection. Sorry, that was bad. That wasn't funny. Jimonyan S, Blazaria, Shogunyan, Snartle, and Camellia. I have benched 2 S ranks, Demuncher and King Mara. Swap out Camellia and Blazaria. No. Camellia and... No. You know what? Just swap out Camellia for Demuncher and you're good. Swap out Camellia for Demuncher and you've got a pretty solid team going. So I'd say you passed, though obviously still had some suggestions. Oh, you know what? We're losing because I still haven't switched out our D ranks. Why do I keep forgetting to do that? Remind me to do that, guys, if I ever forget that again, because I'm really stupid when it comes to forgetting these event yokai like this. Omar says, wow, you're doing great, Leafy. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Omar, for the encouragement. But we could have been doing better there with the D ranks on our team. We'll swap them out. We'll go Shogunyan and Snartle. Show these guys who's boss, alright? What you got? Let's go! Just a reminder, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you enjoy my content, you enjoy me doing these streams, then make sure to, 1, look out for weekly Wibble Wobble streams. We'll be doing another weekly stream next week at 4 p.m. CST with a huge Crankakai party, and of course, follow me on YouTube, youtube.com/101leafy. I make lots of Yokai Watch videos. Occasionally, if I'm feeling like it, I make other videos on other games. And I do have a lot of cool Yokai Watch videos. I've got all of the SS ranks, all of my thoughts on them, all of the events in Yokai that we missed from Puni in our first year, basically saying, this did not happen, I really wish it did, what exactly were we missing out on? Did you know that we had a manga anime crossover event with Inuyasha and Ranma and Tora and Ushio? Sorry, Ushio and Tora, I think it's called. Yeah, man, I'm not familiar with that one. But they had some crazy franchises, crossover with Shonen Sunday, and they put them in the game. We have humans in Wibble Wobble. It was insane. So I talk about that event, I talk about Yokai Watch 3, Final Fantasy crossover, so check me out, youtube.com/101leafy if you want to know more about all of those events. There's a link to that in the description if you don't want to type it. While you're there, check out the Nox link to download Nox App Player. It lets you play Android applications on your computer, like I'm doing right now, playing Wibble Wobble on my laptop. It's pretty sweet. Homa Cameron says, "Hey Leafy, here's my team right now. I think it's good for score attack and regular stage completing. My team is Cruncha, Shogunyan, Snartle, Zero, and Sergeant Burley. That's great for completing stages, but not great for score attack. You need a targeted attacker, and then you want to flood with them. I mean, it might get you kind of far if all your Ultimates are level 7 and you're just doing a pure aggression run. I don't know. Probably won't get you, definitely not top 100, that's for sure. Hunter the Yoshi Wolf asks, Leafy, is cut and cheese good? I got about 4 of them in a row with Y money. Well, he's better than Cheek Squeak. Does that help? He's an Eerie Ball Popper. Eerie is the worst tribe, and Ball Popper is the worst kind of attacker. So, being honest here, cut and cheese is pretty awful. He's an A rank too, so he's not even like reaching his full potential. If you want a Ball Popper, then use Dark Hubie. He's at least got really high attack. But even then, he just does not match up to anybody else. No one. Maybe not no one, but no one in the S ranks. Five-Star Gaming asks, or says, I guess, speculates. I don't understand how Uncle Infinite and Kieran are heartful yokai. How? Well, Uncle Yokai. Uncle Infinite, he's an uncle, you know? He cares about his family. Sure, he's strict. Sure, he throws tables at his relatives when he's angry. But you know why he does that? You know why he throws tables at his family? Uncle Infinite throws tables because he loves you. If you get hit in the face with a table by Uncle Infinite, you're not gonna be mad. You'll say, man, I really messed up there. Thanks for making me aware of the flaws in my personality, Uncle Infinite. I really, really appreciate it. I'm a much better person now. That's what Uncle Infinite does. And Kieran, you know what Kieran does? You walk up to Kieran and Kieran shouts, Kieran! Right in your face. That's all he does in Yokai Watch 2. He just shouts Kieran. Like he's a Pokemon or something. Abdallah asks, Eerie balls are the worst balls as far as popping goes. Does cut and cheese fly? Fly as in pass or fly as in literally fly? Because cut and cheese is just a reskin, recolor of, what's his name? Cheek Squeak. So yeah, of course cut and cheese flies. And he does fly in the anime as well. I like that episode with him. That was pretty funny. Hanako asks everybody in the chat, let him know. Which do you like better, Fire Emblem or Yokai Watch? I can't choose because they're completely different games. But, you know what game I do love? Yokai Sangokshi. Because it's literally Fire Emblem gameplay crossed over with the Yokai Watch franchise. Maybe not so literally since it's technically Nobunaga's Ambition gameplay crossed over with Yokai Watch, but it's the same thing. It's, you know, sort of medieval type warfare with turn-based strategy over a map. It's basically Fire Emblem. We gotta get it. It's gonna be so good. If you guys haven't seen it already, Abdallah has done some playthrough of Yokai Sangokshi. He did some live stream stuff, and I think he did some pre-recorded stuff as well. So check that out in the meantime. If you're interested in my thoughts on when we'll get Sangokshi and why, then check me out on YouTube, youtube.com/101leafy, link in the description. I have a video about when I think all the games will come out, and Yokai Sangokshi is, of course, a Yokai Watch game. Alright guys, a lot of you asking me about teams, so let me go over just like some team basics really quick. Here are the good yokai. Poppers, targeted attackers, boosters, and that's like it. Inflators are good too. So poppers, targeted attackers, boosters, and inflators. That's the 5 main types of yokai that you want to be using. If you're using organizers, ball poppers, healers, definitely not healers, any of those guys, then your team probably isn't the best that it could be. We're making our way there. Enemies are attacking. We're just going to ignore them because we're cool like that. Make our way over to the second hidden stage. And then we can get to work on recruiting these new yokai. We'll go for Robonoko first, since he'll be easiest to recruit. He's B rank, so not too bad. Plus, we can get that 4-star Nomburger. Which is awesome. Three targets, kind of annoying, but we'll take them out. Yeah. What's your favorite Nyan, guys? I'm curious. You guys always ask me, Leafy, what's your favorite Nyan? But I don't think I've ever asked you guys, what's your favorite Nyan? When no one's asked today, I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Let me know in chat what your favorite Nyan is. Mine is very difficult to decide. However, Shady's my favorite tribe. I love Dracunyan, so I'm gonna say Dracunyan's my favorite Nyan. Fun fact, Dracunyan has the highest attack out of all B ranks in mainline, so he's actually really good, in addition to being adorable and really cool, and having one of the best anime episodes. Dracunyan is objectively one of the best Nyan. And then I love Wonder Nyan because I'm a total sucker for crossovers, seeing that awesome crossover between Yokai Watch and a now defunct level 5 game, Wonderflick. That's pretty funny to me, and super cool. So I love seeing Wonder Nyan. I like the Final Fantasy Nyan, those are cool. Moogle Nyan is awesome, really cute. Though Dracunyan takes the cake. And his voice is really good too. Cool, Dracunyan. Dark Nyan, Shogun Nyan, Buchi Nyan. I know Pigure likes Buchi Nyan. Enma Nyan, says Artful Remy. I'd use it. Shogun Nyan, Buchi Nyan, Thorn Nyan. Last Shogun Nyan, Baddie Nyan, Hover Nyan, Momotaro Nyan, says sponsor Wander. Master Nyada, says sponsor Oliver. Hi to Bet Nyan, says sponsor Koma. Seeing a lot of votes for Shogun Nyan. I think that he is the most popular. Let me know if you disagree with this, but he's looking like the most popular to me. So Sam Plays Yokai asks a very interesting question. Will they ever delete Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble? They won't delete it per se, but they will make it unavailable because that's how all online games unfortunately work. In this day and age, something that's really unfortunate is that some games you can only play in the moment. I missed my chance to play Unizuma 11 online, and now I'll never be able to play it. If you're interested in getting into Wibble Wobble or Puni Puni, then now's your chance, because in a few years, NHN is going to drop support for it, and since you need online authentication to even play the single player mode, you won't be able to experience this game. It'll be really, really sad when that day comes. That's why a lot of companies need to be looking more into preservation of their game. At least, I'm trying to remember the name, but there's this MMO that went completely open source when it shut down due to bankruptcy because it wasn't making a lot of money. And now players run private servers for it. They can play the game even though it's gone. I'd love to see NHN do something like that once Wibwob dies out in like 2025 or something. So here we'll unlock the hidden stage by using Komajiro D, I think it is, since this is a yellow stage and the last one was red and we needed Jibonyan. Lucas Leaf asks, do I have to change devices for Nox? It's not permanent, Lucas Leaf. When you switch to Nox, which is a program on computer that can run Android apps, if you're interested in playing Wibble Wobble on your computer, then check out the link below, like Lucas Leaf did. And basically what you have to do is you have to click login on the upper left-hand corner of the title screen, and it will prompt you to change devices, but it's not permanent. The game says that it's permanent, but it's not permanent, so don't worry. You can switch back to your phone once you're done playing on your computer. Just log back in on your phone, reset the app, and you'll be playing on your phone again, and then you can switch back to your computer on Nox. Just switch back and forth. I mean, I do that every week. Well, actually, sometimes every day. Moonlight Bambi says, my boss just made a requirement to follow you and Abdallah. Literally on our monthly scorecard. That sounds like a crazy boss, a crazy job, Bambi. Not crazy boss. Your boss sounds awesome. But you do have an awesome office. I love that. Thank you guys very much for the support. I always love knowing that you guys are tuning in each week. Really fun to see you guys. And hello to your boss. Thank you for the support. Oh, geez, I forgot that we're fighting somebody actually difficult. I was looking too much at the chat. Alright, gotta bust out the Slurpant, I suppose. Ah, just a second too late. Look at that! Look at that! No, I'm not continuing. I have more dignity than that. I respect myself more than to continue on a stage where I die with only like 10 health left on the boss. No, I respect myself too much. Sorry, guys. You want that stage to be over right there? No. I am better than that. B-Gray says the final update for Wibble Wobble before it shuts down will just say, thank you for playing Yokai Watch, Wibble Wobble. Moonlight Bambi is a web developer? Awesome! Go web devs! In case you didn't know, I actually made my Yokai Watch fan site, mountwildwood.net, all by myself from scratch. So definitely major respect for you guys. Love you guys. It's awesome. Slurp. Oh, these Yo Egg boxes, not Yo Cake boxes, Yo Egg boxes, really do get in the way of you linking up and popping your Wibblobs. We got our Cruncher up here at least. Who's Leafy? Says Death Dude Gaming Channel. I have no idea. Sounds like a total nerd to me. But if you're really wondering who Leafy is, then there might be a link in the description to youtube.com/101Leafy that might help you out there. Also, check me out on Twitter and Twitch. Good luck, Leafy. See you soon, says Hanako. Thank you for coming, Hanako. Always great to see you. Shine. Alright, we got Crunch up. We've got Illuminox up soon. I'm getting so excited that I'm tripping over my words. We're taking down Lazario right now, right here. I'd like to pop that Yo Egg box, but it's not going to happen. And it did! Awesome! Finished. How do I get the hidden stages, says Arceus Arcade? I'm showing you right now. Use the D-rank versions of Yokai. I'll have a complete event guide up. Probably, maybe not tonight. Tomorrow. By tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow. I'll have a complete event guide to the Yo Egg Scramble Battle event on mountwildwood.net, my Yokai Watch fan site. So check there for info about that. Leafy, can we get Komajiro A? Asks Hipster Sephiroth. You know, Hipster Sephiroth. Sephiroth is already kind of hipsterish if he's in Kingdom Hearts, you know? I feel like that's a little redundant. Nice name though. But yeah, you can get him in the 2nd and 4th periods, I think. Magnet Bomber, welcome. Asks, when's the next Bomberman stream, Leafy? Sorry, I had to take care of some stuff lately. We'll have one this weekend for sure. We'll have a Bomberman stream this weekend on my channel. Come join me, play some Bomberman R with me on Switch. We'll play it this Saturday, we'll play it next Saturday, and then the following week, switching gears to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That'll be awesome. Check me out on youtube.com/101Leafy. Link in the description. And we'll be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can play it with me, play it with fellow viewers. 8-player lobby online. We're playing it every single Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Every single Saturday. It'll be awesome. So here we have the capture stage. And over here, what? Shouldn't that have been Komachiro? Maybe it's Koma-san. Alright. Interesting. Patrick says, 101 Leafy! With an exclamation mark. If you can see this, do you think they should add selling to the shop? Yeah, I mean, it's a huge issue for players that have maxed out items on some things. It basically lowers the chance of recruiting yokai. The reason why is kind of complicated. But if you maxed out drops that a yokai has, then it's harder to recruit them. Oh, thank you so much, Omar. He says, you're a nice guy, Leafy. Maybe the nicest guy on YouTube. I love you guys so much. Thank you to each and every one of you that come by this stream. I always remember you guys, the regulars. I love seeing you guys. And to everybody that's new, welcome. And I hope you stay because we have a lot of fun here on these streams. Neon says, ahem, you mean Puyo Puyo Tetris? Oh, yeah. I think launching the same day as Puyo Puyo Tetris, we will be playing a ton of that. It's a crossover between, you guessed it, Puyo Puyo and Tetris. It's a puzzle game. Up to 4 players can play. It's utter madness. And it is so much fun. I'm not very good at it yet, but I do want to get good at it. It's super fun. It's a super fun game that I would not mind getting better at. So I'll be training up, and you guys are welcome to join me on stream with some fellow viewers once that launches. So I also want to play Mario Kart 8 too, you know? So we might have to go Saturday and Sunday streams. Do one on Saturday and one on Sunday. That'll be fun. Omar says, can't wait for your live stream of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Leafy. Can't wait to play with you, Omar. I'll see you there. Oh, Owens! So morbid. Says, defeat that Lazaria. She doesn't deserve to live. She is on the rival teams, and this is war. Sorry, Lazaria. Sorry, QB. Except I'm not. Should've joined Venoct. Lucario Kid says, Leafy, you can only unlock the hidden routes with the D-rank mascots if you're on blue team, but I beg to differ. Clear the stage with Koma-san on red team, unlocking the hidden stage there. Robo Noco, check him out. We have 10 non-burgers and 24 triple burgers, whatever that's called. Double burgers? I can't remember. I think it's double burger, right? Now I need to know. Double burger. No. That's the 2-star one. What is this? Oh, no, it is the 3-star one. Okay. Hamburger, cheeseburger, and double burger. How did I get so many? Who drops those things? Why do I have 24 double burgers? This is stressful. I don't want to carry 40 burgers in total around in my pockets. Mystical Sylveon says, bruh, Leafy, you just killed my mascot. Sorry, Sylveon, warned you at the beginning of the stream. Should have joined the objectively superior team. I'm just kidding, pick who you like, it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna mix it up a bit. Let's go Mysterious. No. Noco is slippery, so let's stay with Brave. Not gonna mix it up a bit for now. E-Muncher though, that'll mix things up. Bon appetit. Bros Do Games asks, how do I go about start game Wibble Wobble? Please read. Well, you tap the title screen when you load the game up. It's difficult, but I believe in you. Omar asks, is there a Robocoma on Wibble Wobble, Leafy? There should be, but there isn't. That's how they get you, NHN. They're like, you think that you should have this yokai? Because you saw it in Leafy's awesome video about the yokai that you should have? Well, actually, you don't get them. Sorry. No. Sorry, you out of luck. That's what NHN likes to do. We gotta feed Noco, can't forget that. Non-burger is amazing, says Owen. Owen's sending us good luck. Guys, give me, I need emoji spam for good luck. Give me some, because I don't want to be stuck on Robo Noco for too long. Give me, I love the thinking emoji, that's my favorite. Give me a thumbs up, or just give me your favorite. I need something though. I need some good mojo. Oh! Golden Kingdom says, poor Robonoco. There's gonna be screws and oil spots everywhere. We'll plunder him for his Robo battery. J12 Cone asks, Leafy, did you see what was added to the coin G's? I didn't. What's been added to them? I'm surprised Goat didn't stop by to let us know, though I think he is busy today. So I actually am not surprised now. But I do have to check that out. Pulvers, burgers, says Zeta, for the burger snake. Lucky says, Leafy, please read! Please read! No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna, sorry. No. I refuse to read it. Just kidding. Lucky says that he got Robonoco on his 5th try. Loving the emoji, Pigray. Failed inspection, giving me what I need right there. The thinking emoji. I like it because it's sarcastic, yet sophisticated. It's simple, yet knowledgeable and intelligent. The thinking emoji is the perfect man. Master J-Dog says, who would eat that burger if it has a tongue? Because I think it's just meat cut in the shape of a tongue. Or maybe a literal tongue that they cooked. Because you can't eat tongue, right? Like, I'd totally eat that, if it's good. Because the bakery that sells it, not bakery, but the burger place that sells it, oh, I forgot to give him the burger, only has a limited number, right? At least in... Or am I misremembering? No, it's the Bleggle. They like tongue things in this game, I guess, because I got it mixed up with the Bleggle, which is a bagel with a tongue as well. Do you guys know why there are so many tongue foods in this game? It's kind of gross. But yeah, Bleggle is limited in number. Nomburger is not, because it's at a fast food place. Tongue food must be all the rage. Hearts thinking emoji. Burgers. Clovers. I'm feeling it, guys. This is it. Thunder05 asks, Leafy, what are in the Easter coins? Europe got an Easter event, but we only got the coins. Yeah, same with us last time. It's in the Crankakai contents. Give it a look. Nothing too great, except for Minimo, who's exclusive to Metal Point battles otherwise. Not very good, though. Just cool. Zarivos says you can eat tongue. That's the point I was making, Zarivos. Like, why would you complain about tongue being in your food if tongue is a food? I mean, it's kind of gross, but eat it. P-Gray says, thinking emoji is on another level of emoji. That's right, P-Gray. Because the thinking emoji is the thinking man's emoji. Send that to a friend, a boss, a stranger, and they'll instantly know. This is someone to keep an eye on. Instant impression, right? They know you. They know. Ah, this guy used the thinking emoji. Zuther, thank you very much for the super chat. $5. He says, I have not played this game in forever. Wibble Wobble, you know, it's easy to get out of, hard to get back in, but these Scramble battles are really fun, really beginner friendly. He also asks, by the way, have you ever played Undertale? I have. By the way, to you, have you ever played Cave Story? Cavestory.org. It is free. Going to Nintendo Switch this June. I highly suggest checking it out. It might interest you. Super Chat Hype says sponsor Adam Victini. Yeah, if you guys want to show support for the stream, feel free to donate to the Super Chat with the little dollar icon below the chat, or become a sponsor of the stream. Either way, definitely no pressure. You can also show your support by smashing that like button and checking out Nox in the description below. There's a little link, download Nox, bit.ly, download Nox. Click that. That also shows your support a lot. Thank you very much. Oh, J12 Clone says they added all the things we should have in the coins, such as Supio, Miradox, etc. Even the movie Event Yokai. No way! So Darkneon is in the purple coin G's now? We have a chance of pulling Darkneon today? The single Event Yokai that I have missed? I'm ready. I am psyched. Come back, guys. Not gonna miss out on any Event Yokai anymore. Darkneon has been plaguing me since October. I was busy playing mainline, didn't really have time to grind for him. B Gray says, when you use the thinking emoji, people just know that you are a person who posts some real thought-provoking stuff. Really makes you think. Oh, wow, Failed Inspection says, isn't it hilarious that I found Noko on the same stage? Is that possible? Noko can appear on this stage, and you'll get Noko and Robo Noko. I almost said Dark Noko, because I was reading P. Gray's comment saying that you can get Dark Yon from the Purple Coin G's, and that she got him, so now I'm psyched. So I was thinking Dark Noko. I don't know. I'd get it. I'd use him. Dark Noko. Come on, Noko. Join us, please. Ballpain says, Leaf, you take the power of these emoji. Oh, it didn't work though, unfortunately. Cody Games asks, Leafy, can you read? I can. Or else I wouldn't be reading all these comments. So I guess I could be having a text-to-speech program feed these comments into a headphone. And then that way you guys don't know that I'm using it and give the impression that I'm reading. But I am, in fact, reading these because, to answer your question, I can read. And he also says I beat QB twice and saved Red in a duel. Thank you very much for supporting Team Red. Join Team Red. Join Team Venoct. Team Orochi, if you want to be correct. It's the best team, objectively. Alright guys, Robonoko is being difficult, and we're nearing the end of the stream. So before we run out of time, I need to check out Ibakoma. Wherever he is. What? Oh, do you have to beat this stage? Oh, jeez, okay. Well, he's an easy stage. We're just gonna throw all three of the mascots on it. Whatever. Get this over with. Good thing we left ourselves a bit of time, huh? Yeah! Sorry, Val says, Dark Noko's Ultimate removes your Y money. Dark Noko's Ultimate hooks up to your Google Play account and purchases Y money from the store automatically. And it stacks infinitely. You can use it as many times as you want. Luca, or Lucha? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Luca says, Leafy, please read! Use Prism Breaker. Yeah, totally! I'll use him next round. Thanks for the request. Yeah. Is Pandanoko any good? Asks Inky Dustin. He increases your Y money by 50%. I know someone that's almost gotten 4,000 Y money in a single run using Pandanoko. Pandanoko is inhibitively expensive at 880 United States dollars, as in real life money. But he is really good. Not gonna lie, he is really good. Zaribas says, Pandanoko is godlike, but not worth it to be honest. Oh, he corrects himself. He says good. He said god, so I thought he was like, oh, godlike. Fever. For sure, gamer saying that the movie event was way too short. Way too short and poorly timed. I mean, who's gonna play that when you've got Yokai Watch 2 to play, you know? I certainly wasn't. Pop, 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 pop. Dun dun da da da. Omar says, I wish you had a Komachi or a Komasan plush, Leafy. Well, I have the Hasbro Komasan, but I need to import some plushies. I'll import some good guys. I'll get my favorites. I want Enma and Nuralion and Kirakoma. Do you know who has a good plush collection? Johnny Awesome, my friend Johnny. He has a ton of yokai plushies, like a ridiculous amount of them, and they're all adorable. So I really need to import some. Yorozumart, the sort of Pokemon Center, of Yokai Watch, deriving its name from Every Mart, or Yorozu Mart in the Japanese version, the supermarket in Yokai Watch. It's an online browsing thing. You can check out their stock, but you can only buy in person. That's not an issue though, since all their stuff is on Amazon, basically. So go on Amazon, use a third-party, sort of in-between, whatever you call it, proxy buyer, and import away. Kind of expensive, takes a while to ship, but why not? Magnet Bomber says only Scrooge McDuck would pay that much for Panda Noko. Magnet Bomber, you're reminding me that they're remaking my favorite cartoon, and I don't know how I feel about that. If it's good, I'll be happy, but if it isn't, then I'll just pretend it doesn't exist and rewatch the old DuckTales. I love that show. So I had another Leafy Please Read, requesting that I use Watermelon Yan. So we'll use him. Watermelon Yan. We'll use Prison Breaker, of course, we gotta. Water. We'll go with, you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's mix it up. We're fighting, Charming, right? So let's go with our boy Ben Octawoken. Always useful to us. You guys probably remember him from past streams. And you know what? Let's go with normal Venoct, too. Because we're on Team Venoct. Team Orochi. This is us. This is me. Look at that. Awesome Wibble Wobble. I love that. Diva Koma gets a very cool side quest in Yokai Watch 2 Shinuchi. Only accessible by scanning his medal. Awesome dude. Neon Toaster says, I thought Bonpresto did the Kirokoma plush. They might. I mean, I know that's Yorozu marked. That's all that I said it was. I said Hasbro does our plushies, but I never said anything about Bandai doing plushies in Japan. Watermelon Yan. You know what? We might have to go with, what's his name? Tomoshira, and just take out the entire board all at once with his mysterious tri-compatibility. We'll link up some Slurpin, inflate a bit. I love Watermelon Yan's voice, Leafy, says Omar. I think you're the first one to say that ever. I like them, but they get annoying. They get very grating. Oranyan, so juicy. Alright, no drop. Let's keep trying this. We'll keep at it. We got this. Sponsor Adam Victini says, Leafy, I'm getting a Hubbard-Yan Z-Boss cleaner in a couple weeks or so. I don't know what a Z-Boss cleaner is, but I need one now. That sounds awesome. What is a Z-Boss? And why do you need to clean it? Is it just like a glasses cleaning cloth? Because I have glasses. I'd totally buy that. By the way, tip, glasses cleaning cloths work really well on the Nintendo Switch screen if it gets smudged. That was a cool lesson to learn. Well, I guess it's obvious because it's like, oh duh, it's just a screen cleaner. But, you know, I didn't really think to use it until I was using my Switch for a couple of days and I was cleaning my glasses. And I was like, oh, I'll just wipe my Switch with this. Nice. Though you should probably get a glass screen protector for the thing. I highly suggest it. Darius asks, 101 Leafy, will any of the Selecta coins be updated with new yokai? Yes. They add something to them. I can't remember, but check Poonie News. I know that they added something. And if we ever get Unicorn in the Crank, which we probably won't, obviously he'll be added too. Come on, join us, join us! Please. I love you, Jibokoma. Join me. Join the glorious evolution. Wonder says Leafy Glasses reveal. Only if you come to C2E2. Oh man, I got so excited about the drop there. Alright, we'll try one more time. Abdallah and I will be at C2E2 April 23rd, I think it is. We'll be there Sunday, so come stop by, say hi to us. It'll be so much fun. The Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo. If you're in the area, come on over. If you're not in the area, make it work. It'll be so much fun. That is so cool! Sponsor Adam the Victini says that a Z-Boss cleaner is a plush that cleans your screen. Ask Abdallah what Nyan Nyan Z-Boss cleaners are. That is so cool! I need one of those! So I actually think I might have seen them on the Yorozumart website, now that I think about it. It's like the little plush that has like the fold out at the bottom, right? That is awesome! I need one of those. Do they have one with Enma? Peeper Noah says Leafy won't see this. I beg to differ. Dun, 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 dun. No way! Moonlight Bambi says tickets being bought. We have to see who the one and only 101 Leafy is looks like. Are you actually near us? Are you actually buying tickets? That would be awesome to see you. Neon says, Leafy face reveal only available to the top 5 in the C2E2 Scramble battle. Yeah, guys, sorry. You got a place in the top 5. You get to pick between 3 teams in the convention Scramble battle. C2E2, Wizard World Chicago, and Anime Central. You gotta side with your favorite Chicago anime convention. Top 5 for the C2E2 team are the only people that get to see me. Sponsor Wander says, no, I'm not driving 16 hours on April vacation, thank you. Hey, you're lost for not driving for 2/3 of a day without sleeping. Seriously though, that's really unfortunate. Wish I could see more of you guys. You guys are awesome. Omar asks, will you do a video about your trip to see C2E2 with Abdallah Leafy? No, I'm a little camera shy. Sorry, Omar. Yellow coin. Well, we couldn't recruit these guys because they are stupidly hard to recruit. But as we are ending off the stream, I would like to do a few Y Money cranks, do our Coin G cranks, hopefully get Dark Neon, that'll be awesome. And of course, crank all our color coins that we got. Moonlight Bambi says that their office is having a competition on what I look like, and they say Thor. Well, I'm flattered, Bambi, but I think you'll be a little surprised, or at least a little disappointed. Those 8 crits! Awesome! We're on our way to maxing out Blazion Awoken. Just a few more until we get into Sultimate 6. Uncle Infinite! Awesome! He is one of 3 Crankakai exclusive, 1 week only event yokai. We'll be cranking for more of him next week, along with Hakai and Devourer. So next week we'll have a big Crankakai party. Gonna be so much fun. We'll be cranking for all of these guys. Like strong and sturdy bronze. Let's make the future better together. See, he's so nice. He wants you to be a better person. Uncle Infinite is so heartful, even if he throws tables at you. Sponsor Adam says, I ordered my Z-Boss cleaners from a JP seller on Amazon. I will check that out right after the stream and tweet out what I get, Adam, because I need one. Leafy Please Read says Ratzel Gaming. How do you get G-Coins? From Score Attack! Oh, come on! So lame! Give me someone else! Table flip. Dylan Oliver asks, are you coming to Puerto Rico Comic-Con on May 26th to 28th? If you pay for my airfare and hotel, I'll be there. But that is a very extensive trip for me to make, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no. I'd love to come someday, though. Finger snap reveal, says Zeta. I always snap. Does my mic never catch it? So I like snap to accentuate what I'm saying. snap a lot. Arm reveal, says Inky Dustin, but you already got one in my Switch video. I already did the arm reveal. Little did you know. Zarivos says his description mentioned Papa Bolt. Interesting. We'll take a look at all of that stuff next week. Oh, quick team judge for Advil. Silly name. Sorry for asking you again, but judge my team. Jiwakoma, not forever. Camellia, Komashura, Shogunan, and Zero. Camellia is not good, unfortunately. Jiwakoma, great for this event, not in general, because I think he's a ball popper. Rest of them look solid. Alright, we saved the best for last. This is something good. Holy X-Borb. Nope. What was that? I thought that was the 5-star coin, so I thought it was going to turn gold. No, we got was that. Zarivos says, Uncle Infinite is quite common. I got him about 3 times in 50k. Can't wait to get more of him. Holy X-Borb, come on, Holy X-Borb. Swelterior! He's almost maxed out. Yes. We only need 4 more of him. And then we've got Swelterior maxed out. Awesome. Have you played Enter the Gungeon? Asks More Gaming for you. I really want to. Have you played Crypt of the Necrodancer? That's my roguelike recommendation for you. You'd probably like it. Purple Coin G, come on, hoping for Dark Neon. Hoping for Dark Neon. Lord Enma, please grant us luck. Nope. Grumbles. Just join. What team are you on, Leafy? Asked Ezra. Venoct, Orochi. Team Red. Come on, please. Please, I don't want to wait 2 more months for a chance at Dark Neon, because he should have been in the anniversary crate. Please, please. Fingers crossed. Toes crossed. Clicking my mouse with crossed fingers right now. Alright, it's red, so that's probably an A rank. Ah! Multi-mutt. No way. I noticed you, Roy boy. Don't worry. I noticed all of you. With that, the stream is over. Thank you very much to everybody that came by. Always appreciate all of you. Of course, gotta end this stream with a special thanks to our sponsors, Nox App Player. Thank you very much. A lot of you ask how I play Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble on my computer, how I stream Wibble Wobble, and this is it. Click the link in the description to download a fully featured Android app player to play Wibble Wobble, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, and all of your other favorite Android games and apps on your computer. Really useful if you want to get into streaming or making videos about Wibble Wobble. You can play a lot of cool Android games on it, one of which I would recommend is The World Ends With You. I know Zed is pretty crazy about that. Of course, if you enjoy this stream, make sure to subscribe to me, follow me on Twitch, YouTube.com, and Twitter.com/101Leafy. I make videos about Nintendo games like Zelda, Yokai Watch, and other level 5 games, such as Fantasy Life Online. I'll probably be the only English YouTuber to be covering Fantasy Life 2 when it comes out later this April. So if you're interested in that, check me out. Got videos about, future Yokai Watch games, when Yokai Watch 3 might release, when Shinichi might release, when Busters might release. I have a pretty crazy theory about that. I go through every single S rank that's going to be in the game, give my thoughts on those, and a lot of other cool stuff too, including running down all of the Puni events that we missed in the first year of Wibble Wobble. So if you enjoyed this stream, make sure to check me out, youtube.com/101Leafy. Check out my Yokai Watch fan site, mountwildwood.net, mtwildwood.net. I'll have an event guide up for this event by the end of tomorrow, so check that out for hidden stage unlock conditions and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's about it. I think I covered all our bases. Thank you guys very much for coming. Always love to see you. Make sure to smash that like button and, of course, leave a comment. And I will see you next week, same time, 4 p.m. Central Time, for a huge Crankakai party for all these event yokai. If you're watching the VOD, make sure to click any of these little thumbnails here to go to another video. Thank you for watching.